Ancient Persia was a vast and powerful empire. The Jewish people lived there as exiles. Their hearts longed for their homeland. Among them was a young woman named Esther. Esther was an orphan. She was raised by her cousin Mordecai. He was a good man who loved her. Esther was beautiful and kind. She was also very wise. One day, the king of Persia, Xerxes, decided to find a new queen. His wife, Queen Vashti, had disobeyed him. Esther was brought to the palace along with many other young women. The king was struck by her beauty and grace. Xerxes chose Esther to be his queen. He placed a golden crown upon her head. Esther's life had changed forever. Little did she know that she was about to become a hero to her people. Esther kept her Jewish identity a secret. Mordecai had advised her to do this. He knew that prejudice and danger could lie ahead. Mordecai was a faithful man. He often sat at the palace gates. He wanted to make sure Esther was safe. One day he overheard a plot. Two men were planning to kill the king. Mordecai acted quickly. He warned the king's guards, and the plot was foiled. Meanwhile, a powerful official named Haman rose to a high position in the kingdom. Haman was a proud and cruel man. He hated Mordecai because Mordecai was a Jew and refused to bow down to him. Haman's hatred burned fiercely. He wanted revenge. Haman devised a wicked plan. He went to the king and lied about the Jewish people. He said they were dangerous and disloyal. He convinced the king to issue a decree. This decree ordered the death of all Jews in the kingdom. Mordecai was devastated. He sent word to Esther, telling her about the terrible decree. He pleaded with her to use her position as queen to save their people. Esther was afraid. She knew that approaching the king without being summoned was dangerous. She could be put to death. Mordecai's words echoed in Esther's heart. "You have come to your royal position for such a time as this." Esther knew what she had to do. She gathered her courage and her faith. She asked all the Jews in the kingdom to join her in fasting and prayer. For 3 days they prayed for deliverance. Then Esther put on her royal robes. She approached the king's throne room. The king saw his beloved queen and held out his golden scepter to her. He welcomed her and asked, "What is your request, Queen Esther? Even up to half the kingdom it will be given you." Esther knew that this was her chance. She had to be brave. She invited the king and Haman to a special banquet. At the banquet, Esther revealed her Jewish heritage. She told the king of Haman's plot to destroy her people. She spoke with courage and conviction. The king was furious. He had been tricked by Haman. He ordered Haman to be punished on the very gallows he had built for Mordecai. The king then issued a new decree, granting the Jewish people the right to defend themselves. The Jewish people fought back against their enemies and emerged victorious. They were saved from annihilation by the courage of one woman. To commemorate this miraculous victory, the Jewish people established the festival of Purim. To this day, they celebrate Purim with joy and feasting. They remember Esther's bravery and the triumph of good over evil.